Welcome. Do women make good politicians? I don't think so. You knew I'd say that, didn't you? No, I don't think so, because I think women are not really suited. Their brain isn't wired for that sort of, not the politicians we have nowadays anyway. I think Sweden is quietly, they've got, was it 70%, something like that? Or was it more? Government is female. And you've seen the state of Sweden now. It's in a complete mess. So, yeah. What about Merkel? Merkel, really good, yeah? No, she was terrible. There's May for the UK, which is she's actually been the worst Prime Minister that England has ever had. Absolutely can't get anything done, and doesn't actually say too much about anything at all, to be frank. Doesn't do anything, I don't think. But there can be really bad male politicians as well, obviously. I mean, I don't trust any of the politicians, I'll be honest. All my life I've seen politicians, and they're a bit like car salesmen to me. They're especially the seasoned politician who knows how to speak. They know how to speak and everything, and their body language, and that's basically what a politician is. But the politician is supposed to be there for the people, right? That's why they were voted in, and they get a bit confused because they get corrupt as soon as they get into the politics and get into power. They always seem to get corrupt, right? Now, women, on the other hand, always thinking on themselves, as we know they do. It's just a natural thing for them. So a female politician must be thinking of herself as well, and that's not really great. That's not a good thing for the people. That's everybody. That's male and females out there. So she'd just be thinking probably of herself and the females, maybe not the males at all, which is not good, right? So I don't rate politicians anyway, but female politicians I don't think are suited for the job. All right, myself, I could be wrong. Maybe they are. I mean, there may be some good ones. I mean, if you go back, Margaret Thatcher was was a bit different, I presume. A bit different. And I love it when they say, this saying they have, behind every great man, there is a woman. Oh, right, yeah. So what they're implying there is that you can't be a great man unless you have a woman. That's what they're implying there, right? Of course, right? Which is a lot of rubbish, right? Isn't it? What was it? Einstein. He locked himself away, I believe, and I think his wife or whatever put food through the door or something like that. But he kept away from his wife completely for ages and a long, long time, and that's why we got the formula that he got. If he had his wife coming in, interrupting him every time, causing drama and everything else, he wouldn't have got anything done, obviously. So yeah, that's a lot of bullshit what they're telling you there. Don't get me started on Trudeau. His name is Justin Trudeau. He's the Prime Minister of Canada. Completely an idiot. Has completely destroyed Canada as we know it, right? Absolutely terrible person. He's actually a self-confessed feminist, right? Which, is obvious considering the rules and regulations he's tried to put into place and completely destroyed most of Canada in his 4 years of being in office. It's amazing how he could have done that. I mean, let's not forget his mankind. No, it must be people kind, not mankind. That's one of his things. And how did this person who was really not suited for the job or had the intellect for the job, how did he get in to be Prime Minister in Canada? Well, if you take a look at Justin Trudeau, he's obviously got in with the women vote. Because the women thought, oh, look, he's a nice-looking man and everything else. This is how women would vote, right? Instead of saying, what's his policies? So he got in because the women voted him in. And now they're sorry that they voted him in because he's a complete... he's destroyed Canada and he's made Canada a laughingstock, basically, of the world. right? And there's another guy coming up now, Scheer, I think his name is. I think he might be the next one, because Trudeau definitely isn't going to run again. He won't be able to get in at all. I don't think Scheer's got the balls either. You need somebody in Canada now after the 4 years of Trudeau. You need somebody with balls, right? This Scheer guy, I don't think has it. Of course, I couldn't talk about politicians or anything else without talking about Trump, of course, because he's the big main topic to everybody. You either hate him or you like him, I suppose. To me, it didn't make any difference. I'm not American, but I thought he was a breath of fresh air, because he was not a seasoned politician. He was a businessman, and he's conducting the government as a business, which is basically how it should really be done. And he's running the country as a business, which is what it should be done. And he's actually doing things. That's the thing. He's doing things. But mind you, he's got a lot of doors that are being slammed in his face in the government there. And it's more bickering going on. And there seems to be more bickering than anything else, which is not very good for a government anyway. So, yeah, I can't see anything really good happening there, because I think it's the Democrats, isn't it, that are causing all the drama and trouble, and they're not actually getting anything done, which is what they're in government for, to do, is to do things, to get things done. But that's just my thought on that. I quite like Trump. I think he's quite honest as a politician type person. He actually, you can tell that he actually feels for the country. He actually does care. Which is quite a feat for a politician to actually care. But what do you people out there think? Do you think women make good politicians? Better than men, or not as good as men? What's your thoughts on that?